Hey guys, in today's sketch, we're going to talk about redefining humility in the life of a Christian athlete. And for me, as a college athlete, I remember knowing that God really called me to humility and that it was important to my walk with Him. But at the same time, I knew that if I was going to be a successful college athlete, I had to have a deep-seated confidence and belief in myself. And it was almost like there was this continuum. On one side, there was humility. On the other side, there was pride. And I had to find this line to where I was still humble, but I was confident and believed in myself as a college athlete. And I knew I was better than the other guy and could go out and get it done as a college wrestler. But here's what I realized. This continuum is actually a fallacy. And this is not what God means when He calls us to humility. Instead, I started thinking about humility like this. Humility is not thinking less of ourselves, like the athletes that are constantly insulting themselves or bringing themselves down or don't believe in themselves. It's almost like we're afraid of greatness because it's too close to pride. And if we're going to truly be humble, then we have to almost be mediocre at what we do. So that's what humility is not. Instead, think about humility this way. It is not thinking less of ourselves, but it is thinking about ourselves less. So there's two reasons that as a follower of Jesus that we should look at humility this way. And the first one is because we simply reflect a great God, that He is not a mediocre God and that His Spirit lives in us. And He's the one that empowers us in our athletics and every area of our lives. Now, this doesn't mean that we'll be successful at everything that we do, but it does mean that we will reflect His greatness. The second reason to think of humility in this new way is because when we hear the call of Jesus in our lives to put others ahead of ourselves, that's what we do. And we're focused on others around us. And this is when we become great teammates and we truly exhibit selflessness on our teams and in the people around us. So let's finish by going back to our continuum that we talked about at the beginning and why we should get rid of that. And I want to do it by imagining that you are the best athlete on the face of the earth. Indisputably, no question, the best athlete at whatever sports you do, or all of them on the face of the earth. The fact is that when we truly encounter Jesus and come into His presence, it all disappears. We realize it doesn't matter, that we can do anything in athletics, and it doesn't matter in comparison to the greatness of Jesus, that every head shall bow and every knee shall bend, and that we are free to be great at whatever we do if we simply just keep our eyes focused on Jesus and focused on the people around us, His people around us. That humility is not thinking less of ourselves, it's thinking about Him and the people around us more.